All right. Man, look, listen to me. Holy shit. This is something I've thought about for a while. And on the car ride over here, because I was just at the dentist getting some paperwork done, I was thinking about how I'm going to start and do this video. And every single time I started talking, my blood got hot, bro. I started boiling because I'm so passionate about it. So I'm going to do my best to keep a level head. But you read the title, and I'm serious. You are a heavy part of the problem. So I'm going to explain my thoughts the best I can. And I'm going to start with an anecdote. My parents live in an area. I'm going to try not to be boring. So I'm going to do my best. My parents live in an area that's like old country turning into suburbia. Like hell, people are moving there. You get the vibe. And I was at this bar, and it's still old and country enough where there's like $2 drafts on Wednesdays. So, of course, your boy was there, sipping on some drafts, chilling. It's kind of my deal for a couple months there, till I moved out. Watching the game, whatever. And a white guy comes up to me, and it's a really, really small bar. It's like damn near as big as my apartment. And this guy comes up to me in like a flannel, and he's like, yo, man, I don't know how to say this without like sounding offensive, but is it cool if I ask you a question? I was like, yeah, man, what's up? And he goes, what's it like? I was like, what? Like, he goes, being black. I was like, I never really thought about it. I never really thought about it. But I don't tell you that story to tell you that I'm going to explain to you what it's like to be black, because it doesn't fucking matter. I tell you that story to tell you that that guy was afraid to have a conversation with me about my identity. And that is a fucking problem. If we can't talk about anything, we're fucked. Capital PH. And part of the reason is because white folks are so scared because of the fucking black people that get mad at them for no fucking reason. I know black people. Lots. Actually, the majority of the black people I know, I'm serious, like, despise the presence of white people. So much so that it's like racist. Go out to dinner with people and they're like, oh man, the waiter is skipping our table because we're black. Are you that guy doesn't have time to be racist. This is it's Friday. He doesn't give a fuck. This guy can barely walk straight. He's been working for 6 hours. Are you kidding me? Like, grow up, dude. Grow the fuck up. And these are grown adults saying this shit, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you see you're part of the problem? Let me ask you a question. Let's say you were the teacher in a kindergarten class. Little dumbasses running around. Little idiots. Don't have a lot of knowledge in their brains, right? And these two kids are always fighting. And you notice the first kid, kid number one, call him Kid A, is always shit on the second kid for some reason. I don't know. Maybe his shoes suck or whatever. Who knows? Now, as the teacher, this is a problem you have to solve. Would you, A, tell kid number two to call him a dumbass and tell him his glasses are funky, or B, tell them both to spread a little love? What do you think would be more effective? Huh? What do you think, fuck, I told you. What do you think would work better? What do you think a better solution, the best of the two options, because you really only have two. What do you think the two options, the best one is? I know, and I know a lot of people who would choose the right option and still go in real life and hate on a certain fucking race for no goddamn reason. Listen to me. You're not bridging the divide by spreading more hate. Let's say, for example, all white people in America hated all black people in America. For the sake of argument, let's say you're right, black folks that I'm talking at. Let's say for the sake of argument you're correct. All white people hate all black people. For the sake of argument, hypothetical, in some dystopian universe, this is true. All white people hate all blacks. What's the solution? Because you got to look for one. You can't just live, right? You got to fix this problem. It's a social issue. It's discourse. You have to fix this. So you could A, hate them all back. Or B, if you have to live with them anyways, figure out a way to bridge the divide. Why don't you spread a little love, bro? Maybe if you love them, they'll love you back. You never know. But I know of the two options, that's the better one. Because you only have two options. And you're picking the wrong one. Oh, man, you're picking the wrong one. You're picking the wrong one. Give them some grace. Like, if I was some of the people that I know that are African American and they're in that bar, they would have told that guy to get fucked. Because they just don't have the patience, bro. They see everything wrong. They see imaginary microaggressions that aren't there. They see these illusionary things that they've been taught, and it's been indoctrinated into their souls that they need to be offended at things that actually don't really offend them, just for the sake of fucking being offended and being mad. And like, the split and the divide is so real, man, and people don't fucking see it. It's like, dude, like, open your eyes. You're part of the problem. Referring to white people as white folks, white people do this, white folks do that. Like, dude, you're part of the fucking problem. Ugh, it's just a white person thing. What the fuck? Imagine it's just a black person thing. It's just white people do this all the time. White people have no culture. Black people have no culture. Black people is... Dude, it sounds a lot different. But it's the same thing. Fuck. How do you not see this, man? It's not white versus black. It's not incels, male incels versus, aggregated feminists. I don't even know if that's the right word. Fucking aggressive feminists. It's not male versus female. It's love versus hate. You're on the wrong team. You have to switch teams. It's like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like, do you know what I'm saying? I think I'm pulling my mic. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand, like, what I'm saying? The best solution is always grace. It's never, be uptight and being a prick about it. Because a lot of the times, ignorance is confused for hate and prejudice. When really, it's just pure ignorance. What, are you going to hate someone for something they don't know? What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it. All right, man. I don't know. It's just my thoughts, man. You don't have to agree, but like, fuck me. I think things could be easier if the people who claim to be oppressed showed more love. And I know you're thinking, well, I don't have to do that. It's like, yeah, well, you also don't have to fucking... Yeah, you do. You do have to do that. Because you have the responsibility, and you should be thankful that the responsibility is on you to fix things. You should be thankful that you get that chance to bridge the divide and fix things, and take that opportunity to educate the people around you. Don't hate them for no fucking reason. Saying all this bullshit, talking all this shit, and bro, saying this shit, like, it's in your soul if you talk like this all the time. If you say the things that I'm, using as examples of people that are African American and saying this shit about white folks and whatever, like, if you say this often, it breeds into your soul. Like, I never hear Latinos complaining about white folks because they don't give a fuck. They're too busy trying to make a lives for themselves in America. They've only been here for 2 or 3 generations. They're trying to work. They don't give a fuck what white people, they're focused on themselves. It's like, dude, keep that energy. Black people, take some notes. Do your own fucking thing. But also just spread love around you, and shit will just happen in your favor. It'll just work out. I promise. Because that's like how it works. People get caught up, man. I'm telling you they get caught up. I see it with my eyes. I hear it with my ears. Thank God I'm intelligent enough to take a step back and be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And of course, like, just like there's everybody in the world who just has problems, there's some white people with issues that are just like, it's generational hate that's bred into their blood. Like, so people in fucking Alabama, I was telling my parents this the other day, dude, if I lived in like rural Alabama or like rural West Virginia and I actually had never seen a black person in my life, I don't know what I'd think about them. maybe I'd be a racist. Who knows? Maybe my kid's kid would still be a racist. Maybe he'd still have racist thoughts and tendencies. So it's like, we got to breathe that out. And the way to do that, guess what, isn't by hating them when they ask questions about you. So that's all I have to say.